Peled coming in from Tel Aviv. Isn't it beautiful? Sun is shining, the weather is sweet, yeah. Hope you're well. If you're coming in live, let me know where you're coming in from, and if you're coming in on the replay, please feel free to type hashtag I missed you so I can say hello. Happy Monday, Monday the 6th of December. Can you believe it? It's already 25 days till the end of 2021. Like, I was like stuck in a traffic jam on Friday, and I was like replaying that same traffic jam in New Year's Eve 2000. I can't believe, like, when I was 19 and now I'm like 40 and I like feel old, and when we were going into 2000 I was like, oh my god, 2000, I can't wait till it's 2000 now. It's nearly 2022. Absolute crazy times. Life is going too fast. But today is the start of my Blitzmacher for 12 days, and I thought I'd come on and tell you some of the things that have helped me to change my mindset around food. So, as many of you know, I use products, and yeah, some people are anti-products, some people aren't. But for me, products have really helped to like get rid of my cravings. Hey Jennifer, how are you today? So, some of the things that have helped me to change my mindset around food are: number one, I refuse to eat when I'm stressed, because emotional eating was always a huge thing for me. So one thing that I've worked out is that when I'm stressed, find something calming to do, like breathing. Deep breathing really helps when you're stressed. Don't go and open the fridge, because that just doesn't help. Another thing, when I'm stressed, don't walk into a sweet shop, because that won't help. And also, when I'm hungry, don't go to the shops. Like, those are some of the things that have really, really helped me. Other things that have helped me are my principles. So I drink more water. The more I drink half my body weight in water. So in the morning, I will drink water after my workout on my way to work, at least a litre, maybe two. Today I had two because I did a big workout, and I aim to drink every day at least half my body weight. So that means, for example, if I had when I weighed 150 kilos, I had to drink a lot of water. I had to drink like nearly 5 litres of water. Now I have to drink about 2.1 litres minimum, but I still drink a gallon of water every day. We'll change that into pounds and ounces. So if you weigh 100 pounds, you need to drink a minimum of 50 fluid ounces as a minimum for healthy feel good. And you drink that throughout the day. I drink it like till about 3 o'clock, because I don't want to pee throughout the night. And what it does, if you drink it before you eat, you satiate your body. You start eating on a balance. And so many of us go into a meal like ravenous, and instead of going into that meal ravenous, you drink a bit of water 10-15 minutes before and go into a meal calm, and it's a completely different feel to how you eat. And it's really helped me with being more calm eater and eating slower and just feeling better when I'm eating. Another thing, like I just said, is never eat when you're stressed. So when you do get into a situation where you're stressed and you're meant to be eating, ask yourself, do I need this eating opportunity? Because when you are mindful and aware and you talk to yourself, the more I talk to myself, the more I'm mindful about stuff, the less likely I am to go off. And yes, I do treat and I do snack and I do enjoy my food. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, like, how I have lost half my body weight is to change the way that I put, hey Sarah, to change the way I look at food, to change the way I act around food, and to only walk into my kitchen when I'm not stressed, because stress eating is what makes us all like eat more. Also, I found that if I eat even healthy food when I'm stressed, the cortisol levels go up, and therefore I either put on weight or stay the same. And that's why Shabbat is so hard for me, because Shabbat is a really stressful time for me. Even if I eat the most clean possible way, I have to get more contained about my stress, and to do that, I do breathing activities. I try yoga. I do meditation every morning. It's really important to find something that helps you to be a more calm person, because being calmer helps you to be more mindful of what you're doing in life. When you're going to the snack cupboard, when you're going to the supermarket and buying snacks because they're on sale, all this stuff adds up. And one of the other things is not having a house, out of sight, out of mind, because I'm more mindful, and I ask even my husband, please don't buy this stuff, have it outside with the kids. He's had donuts in my house every day this week, and that doesn't bother me, because that's another thing. Make sure that your loved ones are aware of your the changes you want to make, because if they're going to have the junk around, then make sure they have junk you don't like. Donuts do not appeal to me. If my husband had been making latkes every single day this week, I would have been like in it. Like, we have ate it once, and thank God he ate most of them. But having the donuts didn't bother me. So find things that you don't like but other people do, and get them to buy those things, because that will really help. Another thing is asking yourself, do I need this eating opportunity? If you need this eating opportunity, go ahead and have it. Even if it's a treat, even if it's not a treat. Always be mindful before you start eating. When you eat mindfully and intuitively, it really helps to be more aware, more conscious of what you're doing. So much of the eating I did when I was double my size, I did without even realizing. I would just literally, I would go to a shop, I'd buy a load of junk and I would eat it, and unconsciously I'd be watching TV and eat it. So that's one of my other things. Don't snack in front of the TV. And don't snack if you're a cinema goer and you can go to a cinema in this pandemic. Don't choose your moments. Make things when you're treating yourself, make them special. And if it's not the right time, put it off. For example, like for if I wanted tiramisu in a restaurant and I wasn't really wanting it, I'd put it off to the next time. Or to make sure that it's the right time for you to enjoy. Because if it's not, as soon as you finish, you have that feeling of guilt, or the next day. And there's food and enjoyment from food should not result in guilt. Food and enjoyment from food should just be in the moment. Enjoy that food and move on with your life. Because that guilt and that worry, that creates the stress and creates the cortisol that ends up putting on so much weight. I'll give you an example. When I was in England, I was so free. Okay, I was not eating healthy. I had salads at my dad, and I bought fruit from Marks and Spencer's, but I wasn't somewhere where I could go to a restaurant and just eat, because I wasn't in a Jewish place. But I was treating myself to snacks, and I came back and I had lost a kilo. And the reason I lost that kilo, wasn't eating any less calories. I was being mindful, enjoying, and not being stressed. And I'm telling you, the less stressed we are, the more we use our morning routines and our different practices like meditation, mindful eating, deep breathing, going for a nature walk in nature. The more you're a calm, relaxed person, the more likely you are to be able to lose weight, even if you're not eating as clean as maybe you want to. Because it's not about just the food. The food, I have found, if I don't eat clean, I don't feel good. So I came back from England and I didn't feel my best, but I had lost weight. So it's all about what you want to feel. If you want to feel great and healthy and clean and not heavy, not physically heavy, but just heavy and bloated, then eat cleanly. But if you want to not eat cleanly and want to lose weight, deal with your stress, deal with your emotions, because that is what will help you really, really lose weight. Nothing to do with the stress eating, but just physically being calmer, more serene. That has helped me to lose the weight. And it's all up there, the mindful eating, the change in perception. When you have a shift in perception, even if you decided to join my Blitzmaker or my programs, even like eliminating food for 10 days, like so many people find it restrictive. But if you look at it in a different way, that you're actually gaining perspective on how your body really enjoys life and how it's meant to be fueled. Because you wouldn't go to a petrol station and put um, diesel in a an unleaded car, would you? Because the car wouldn't move; it would just stop. It's the same as us. We need to understand what's good for us and what's not. And when we understand what's really good for us and what makes us feel good, it's a totally different world. Like I've realized, like, okay, fine, I'll sometimes have a piece of chocolate here and there, but I've realized that putting dairy into my body, it fluffs my brain. I don't have as much clarity of mind as when I don't have any dairy. Okay, I love cheese. I haven't had cheese in forever. Like I went to the fridge last night and took a slice of cheese because I was like hungry when I came in. Like I had something done to my tooth yesterday and I hadn't really eaten all day. And like it didn't make me feel good. And now I know that like I'm not going to be eating dairy at least for the next 12 days, and like it's going to go out of my system. But like last night I met someone and I couldn't even remember her name. I've never had that issue in my life, but I realized that like when you eat things that your body doesn't really like love, you feel different. So find out, do eliminations from your diet, work out what really makes you feel good and what doesn't, and then it can help you to become more mindful of what you put into and out of your body. Because so many people go on yo-yo diets, and they just, it's all about the restriction. But when you realize that having eliminations and going through the process of like a kickstart and really understanding, yeah, I didn't have caffeine for 10 days, and yeah, it was hard in the beginning, but like water energizes me just as much. That's such an amazing perspective. I had someone that joined my program. Her name is Ruth. I had her join, I think, 15 months ago, September 2020. And she's like, yeah, I'm just ready. Let's do this. And she loved Barecas and loved iced coffee, like I loved iced coffee, and would have coffee every day. And she just went all in on that 10 days. And when she finished, she realized that she didn't really need that stuff. And she hasn't really had it since. And when she did go and have an iced coffee, it didn't make her feel good. I think like it did something to her body. But like when you get that perspective that you're giving yourself a gift rather than restricting yourself, because like Weight Watchers is so restrictive. So many people keep contacting me and saying, I'm on Weight Watchers, can I use your protein powder? Oh, there's a calculator and this and the other. And I'm like, calculator? I remember when I did Weight Watchers when I was 9 years old, and the first week I remember, first week or 2 weeks we weren't allowed potatoes, and this was like dire for me as a little kid. Like you can't have potatoes, and all these points and everything. It was so much easier back then, but afterwards when people are talking to me about points and so many points, and I'm like, no, just find out what's good to eat, do some eliminations and go from there, because you can eliminate and cut down your sugar. Like the next 12, I don't really have sugar. I have like honey and like Solana, things like a maple syrup, but like you can cut things out for 12 days. 12 days or 10 days is not the end of the world. In January, we're actually doing a raw Renew Raw Fuel, which is for 5 days. It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. And you can cut these things out for 5 days and see how your body reacts, and then slowly introduce them and see how your body then feels. And that really is for me, a better lesson than going all out. Like I also did Slimming World. Do you know what Slimming World is? This is like, this is high level Slimming World. Green days and red days. On green days, was it green days, I think the carb days, and red days or protein, vice versa. So this is how messed up my mind was when I was like 21. Me and my friends, my best friend's like not fat, and my other friend like had a few pounds to lose, but she'd already lost them by this point. So this was like the craziest diet ever. What we did was we would like be good, and then the weekend would come and we wouldn't be so good, and then Monday, which was weigh-in day, this was our last year of university, weigh-in day, we would like starve, not eat all day, not even water, because we didn't want to weigh 1 ounce heavier than we might do. We'd go and get weighed at 6 o'clock. We'd be there at 5:45 to be the first, so we could go and get weighed. And then we'd go home. We'd have this humongous tray of pasta between us with um, passata, and which is tomato, and lots of cheese. And we would do that every Monday. And it was like we'd starved ourselves and then we'd binge. And it was proper, the most messed up mind games that we were playing with ourselves. And it didn't do us any favors. And I think we were doing it for like 3 months. And all it did was mess us up and make us like conscious about like crazy stuff. And like, I don't eat pasta. I eat skinny pasta now. But if I wanted to have a bowl of pasta, I'd have a bowl of pasta. I don't think I could even like stomach a tray of pasta. Like, we were having like 2, 3 bowls each. We were like proper crazy. And it all because we had restricted ourselves all the time. And I've changed that in my mind. I don't restrict myself. I can have what I want. I choose not to because it doesn't make me feel good. And I know what makes me feel good now. And that is the difference. And when you do something that makes you feel good, you keep doing it. And what I advise people to do is to stay consistent with something for at least 21 days to really understand if it's right for them or not. And if it's not right for them, so be it. But if it is, then the more rewards you get and the more benefits you see throughout that time, the better you feel. If you found this of value, please feel free to share with your friends. Let me know what your takeaways were from this. I have to go inside because I think it's like 8:15 already. I really need to get on with my work. But I appreciate you for watching. Hillary, I really appreciate you. Don't forget to take up space in this world. You are enough just the way you are. Isn't Tel Aviv beautiful? Isn't that sky amazing? So you are enough just the way you are. Don't forget to take up space in this world. We are all a work in progress. There is no such thing as perfection. Just learning and growing and dealing with each of us on our own scale. So never compare yourself to anyone else, because it's all about you and understanding what's good for you. Because we all work in different ways. Our minds work in different ways. My reality and your reality is completely different. So just keep being you and keep striving for a better you and the best version of yourself every single day. I appreciate and love all of you, and I look forward to talking to you in the PMs or DMs. Bye for now. Have a great Monday. Ciao. And for those that celebrate Hanukkah, enjoy your last day. And if you have a donut or latke today, make sure you enjoy it. Bye for now. Bye.